Well, that's.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Did you get one? Did you get one? I didn't see them. They took one out of one. Yeah. I'd like to see one of those cameras. Like leaders to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, we have everybody here and we're missing today. Any changes to the agenda? Approval of the meeting minutes. All in favor? And opposed? Passed. Any public comment from previous meetings that we've had here? See none. One comment that Mark, do you want to explain? Refusing yourself from this?
Yeah, albeit very minor. I had done some work for Julie, and so just for the sake of being transparent and open, I'm going to recuse myself from participating in that part of the meeting.
Okay. Yep. On the new business, public hearing for Judy. How do you spell that? Mario. Okay. And get over your house way too many times prior to you. And what we have is a variance. Variance requests an increase in parking places from 2 to 8. Planning Commission conditionally already approved special use for home occupation on this, and this is an ag to use as a writing workshop for the applicant. This request is only considered an increase in parking places. This is a reasonably large piece of property. In my opinion, there's a lot of homes in this district which have a lot more than 2 parking places. So we're basically here just to consider whether we will approve from 2 to 8 parking places. We'd like to give a quick 2-minute sketch.
Yeah. Yeah, I just moved to Chelsea in July, and I teach writing workshops focused on the healing power of writing, and that's why I moved to this house, because it's such a beautiful location in the wetlands, and I want to use nature in my writing workshops. And so I never have more than 8 people in a workshop, and I do probably in-person workshops will happen on Saturday, mostly Saturdays, sometimes Sundays, for an afternoon, and maybe do some writing workshops in the evening, never more than 8 people, and they usually last 2.5 hours. The afternoons last a bit longer. And so, I've been dealing with the township about that, and they approved the special use permit conditionally and recommended I had, an engineer to do the site plan for the parking. And then the township had their engineer forward, and they recommended there's an existing parking space that we're gonna make a little bit larger to accommodate handicap. And then make a small sidewalk from that parking space down to the lower level door, which is where, the shuts down in the morning. And then to increase the parking to the left of the drive. Parking this.
They're gonna follow the guidelines of the area.
Yes, yeah. Yeah, I've got those plans.
I think there's a monthly you do it. You do it every week, or you do it every weekend, or is it?
Yeah, the in-person workshops on the weekend would happen probably once a month, something like that. And if I have evening workshops there, that would happen once a week for 8 weeks. I also teach online, so I'm kind of half and half.
Was it listed in that, right? No. Okay.
Okay, a clarification question. There is something in the staff report, on page 3 at the top, the bolded part, where it talks about the requirements of the parking and that the parking spaces not be located in the front yard, within the front yard setback, which is 50 feet from the road.
I don't remember seeing that.
Well, my question was, in the plan that was presented, it looks like, if I'm looking at it correctly, it extends into that 50 feet, so I didn't know if the engineers who reviewed it, did they specify that it would not be in the front yard setback, you know?
I mean, I don't remember hearing anything about that. I just had first my engineer go through the whole thing, and then they showed it to the township's engineer. And then in the meeting, they looked over all of it and approved it, so. That's
I was that too, the planning commission,
The location of the parking spaces. Oh, and that really went to the.
that's planning.
Oh,
This is only to determine, for 2 days.
okay.
It's a good pickup. I noticed that too, but planning commission can make a decision whether they can vary certain things and then.
Oh, so this whole plan was approved.
It was approved.
Oh, I misunderstood. I thought it was just the home occupation, the home occupation.
No, because much
Okay.
of what we discussed was parking, that was
It's the
basically.
site
what we
plan.
were talking
Okay,
Yeah, but they reviewed it for. Okay, Tom?
okay.
The only hinges is if they can go from 2 to 8. That's the
Okay.
only question we have for today.
Okay, no, that was it. I did know that.
Yeah, I noticed it was within that line, but planning, I mean, if planning would approve this, they could do it, say 30 feet.
Oh, so that's their discretion, even though we normally deal with setbacks.
Right.
In this
They're
case.
doing the same thing. They're looking at the overall site plan.
Okay, so that's the distinction.
Right, Tom? Any questions from visitors?
Yes, hello, my name is Darren Cunningham. We have not met,
No.
Julie. I live across the street from you. 17997 Kavanaugh Lake. And I was just here to see where the parking was going to go. I just wanted to make sure I didn't have parking lot across the street from my house. Yes, I do have
Okay.
this. So the parking spaces are widening to the left.
Sliding to the left,
Okay,
and then the handicap one is back. You can't see it. from the
Yeah,
road 'cause
up
it's
and over.
behind the house.
okay,
Yeah,
cool.
okay,
Thank you. That's the only question I had.
okay.
Feel free if you have any more. Like I said, planning had already approved it as a special use, ours is just a technicality to increase the amount of parking, because it's different than the ordinance allows. In my opinion, there's a lot more than 2 parking places in front of a lot of houses. If you include my garage, I can put 20 cars in front of my house. Any other questions from anybody in ZBA? Okay. Well, I suggest we go to the standards. Standard 1, special conditions or circumstances exist that are unique to the land structures or buildings involved and are not applicable to other land structures or buildings in the same district. If such unique circumstances exist, that favors granting the variance. Ed? Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes, I mean. 2, the special circumstances and conditions on which a variance request is based do not result from the actions of the applicant as a circumstance not self-created, that favors granting the variance. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. 3, the literal interpretation of this chapter would deprive the applicant of rights commonly enjoyed by the other property owners in the same district. Under the terms of this chapter, if applicant would be deprived of rights given owners in the same districts, that favors granting the variance. Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. 4, granting the variance request will not confer upon the applicant any special privilege that is denied by this chapter to other land structures or buildings in the same district. The variance will not confer special privileges on applicant that favors granting the variance. Yes. Yes. 5, the existence of non-conforming uses of neighboring land, structures, or buildings in the same district, permitted or non-conforming uses of land, structures, or buildings in other districts. The non-conforming structure shall not be considered grounds for the issuance of the variance. The variance is not based on the fact that there are non-conforming uses or structures in the same district, then that favors granting the variance. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. 6, a variance granted must be the minimum variance that will make possible reasonable use of the land, building, or structure. If request seeks the minimum variance needed to make a reasonable use of the land, then that favors granting the variance. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. 7, the variance granted must be in harmony with the intent of this chapter, will not be injurious to the neighborhood or otherwise detrimental to public interest. If requests would not injure neighborhood and not injure the public interest, then that favors granting variance. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, I'll make a motion to approve the variance for 17778 Kavanaugh Lake Road. I have it written here, as described in the application. This approval includes justifications in the staff report as well as ZBA discussions and findings during the hearing. For a second. Second. Ed? No, okay, approved. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. We're done.
I appreciate it. Thank
Hey.
you very much.
Yeah, that was very easy. Wish they were all like this.
Okay.
Sometimes we go 3 hours and still don't get any result. I'm not sure what we're supposed to do about this communications and petitions on dark skies for this presentation with planning commission. I think it's just a note here for us. Any other comments, concerns from DBA members? Okay.
Are we supposed to attend this?
Thank you. I don't. I have no idea.
Yeah, I haven't got packet or anything.
Okay.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you, folks.
Did you buy the house directly from us? It's kind of a brick, maybe 3 years, so far as well.
No, we're actually neighbors. I live east of you, the wetlands east of you. Oh, wow. Behind you is fine.
Nice to meet you, Mark.
So I'm Mark, so the person you're hiding back there is me.
Oh, directly behind you. Or no, behind me, yes.
Well, it's probably east of you. You have a red brick home?
Correct.
Right.
Yeah, probably
Oh,
doesn't touch
east.
it.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yours
East,
doesn't touch
east
his
of you,
property,
and then it goes the whole way to Pierce Road.
Okay, let's say adjourned. Is there a second?
Oh, it's nice meeting you.
Yes, second. Okay,
Guys, then, look at, because I know that we had, this group came to the township board and did a presentation on Rod's guys.
Yeah.
Rod's